I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're one of my regular visitors here. And if you're new here, a big welcome to you. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. So today I am bringing you one of my short heads up videos, but this one is specifically for the sign of Gemini. And that's whether you are the sun in Gemini or the rising sign, also known as the ascendant. If your moon's in Gemini, you can check that out too. I always forget to say the moon, but actually you can check it out. It gives you a different, interesting perspective. So this, as I say, is for the month of May, for everything you need to know about May 2023. Let's get cracking, because at the beginning of the month, Pluto in Aquarius on the 1st goes retrograde. Now, this is a part of your chart to do with long distance matters. It can also be legalities and communication, long distance communication. It can be justice, and you've got this energy here for the next 20 years. It's also going to help you really learn about subjects or a subject that you're passionate about. And if you choose to, it will enable you to become an absolute expert in your chosen field, Gemini. On the June the 11th, Pluto will actually retrograde back into Capricorn, and that's your 8th house, where you've had it for the last probably 15 or so years. So it's just going back to do a little bit of tidying up, really, and just make sure that your joint finances are in order. And remember, Pluto is actually going to be traveling back and forwards a bit between your 9th and your 8th house, which is Aquarius and Capricorn, until 2024, until the end of 2024, when it will fully move into Aquarius for 20 years. So let's see what else is going on, because on the 5th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio in your 6th house. Let's see what this is about, because on the 20th of April, we had the first of these two eclipses, which was the new moon total solar eclipse, and that was at the final degrees of Aries. You remember that was quite a powerful new moon, and it was actually in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, and the community at large. And that could have brought in or be bringing in still, because the energy lasts for quite some time, opportunities to really get moving with projects that you want to get off the ground. Now, a full moon lunar eclipse is slightly different. First of all, it's in Scorpio. Scorpio is about death, birth, rebirth. It's about power, transformation, everything that Pluto represents, because Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Now, it's the part of your chart, Scorpio, that is to do with your kind of daily routine, but it's also to do with your health. So my kind of sense is you will see something coming to conclusion. Something will be concluded to do with a health matter that has been ongoing, or it's something that needs to have some slightly different or a slightly different approach to help you manage whatever this particular difficulty is. In terms of your routine, it's really saying that you have been aware for some time that you need to make some quite significant changes to your daily routine. You haven't been comfortable with the way things are going, and you really know that you need to just tweak that and change it. And I think this full moon energy is giving you that opportunity. By the 9th, the sun in Taurus, which is your 12th house, conjuncts Uranus, our planet of the unexpected. So I think you know, you've got all this energy now in your 12th house, which is kind of like the inner you. And I think this is really quite interesting because you've also, remember, got Mercury direct there. I think this could be a profoundly interesting month for you, Gemini. I think you could be learning things or discovering things about yourself, how you tick, how you work on an inner level that you hadn't looked at in this way before. And there's something about this energy that I feel is really helping you do that, especially after the 15th, when Mercury in Taurus goes direct. By the end of May, when Mercury, our planet of communication, comes out of its shadow, I think you are going to be feeling extraordinarily different and much freer up here, because I think, Gemini, you are quite good at overthinking and staying too much in your mind and not allowing that kind of instinct, that intuition to come through. And if you think about it, the 12th house, which is Taurus for you, is about that inner you and also that gut instinct. And I think that there's something about this energy that is going to help you break through so that it's easier for you to see what is true gut instinct and what is a thought that is probably an overthought thought. So, excuse me, interesting energy. On May the 16th, Jupiter, which is my big outer boy of expansion, luck and opportunity, that's been in your 11th house of the community at large. It's the house of your dreams and projects that you really would like to get going. Jupiter is going to have crossed over that eclipse point when we had the April 20th eclipse. So that could bring something up round about the 15th, 16th of May. Something could come back around what happened on the 20th of April or in that kind of region. And Jupiter will enter Taurus, which of course is your 12th house. So suddenly you've got all this energy packed in that 12th house of the inner you. But this is good for you. It really will help you, I think, make sense of a lot of things that have been going on for you that have been quite difficult to fully kind of comprehend on an inner level. And this is going to be a little bit like a breakthrough. I do feel you're going to feel much freer. Now, on the 18th, Jupiter, still, of course, in this 12th house, does make a square, which is a challenging aspect, to Pluto that's retrograde, still in Aquarius in your 9th house. This is just, I think, highlighting the fact that there is some part of you that is so desperate to break out and to change. And I think the symbolism of the 9th house, with its representation of long distance travel, for example, really shows how much you just want to push the walls out. You want to push everything out. You just want to go. Gemini, I think you get easily bored and you need some stimulation to keep your interest going. So there's that kind of energy around. The new moon, also in your 12th house on the 19th, just gives you an opportunity to really kind of hone this knowledge that you're much better at tuning into your intuition currently than you have been for a while. And I think that new moon is going to give you that little opening to really start trusting your first thought rather than overthinking your first thought and changing it. 21st, Mars, our planet of action, energy, in your 3rd house, Leo, of communication, is opposite retrograde Pluto. This, I think, is telling you to get a move on. Move, get it going. Launch whatever it is that you want to launch. Whatever it is that you want to learn, whatever it is that you want to change. This Mars energy is saying, do it now. You know, it's Leo, it's fire, it's energy. Yes, it's fixed, but you've got to break through that energy, because by the 23rd, Mars is going to be squaring Jupiter in the 12th house, which is Taurus. And now you've got Jupiter here for at least a year. And so Mars is saying, you know, Mars could come back in and push you back into that overthinking. And you've got to stop that. You need to really nip that in the bud and just go within and find that inner source, that connection that we all have with the divine, to be able to intuit and not think about the next right move for you. 25th of May, we have a huge, excuse me, we have a huge transit, which I am going to do a separate heads up about, because what we have is called a fixed grand cross. Now, this is going to be between your 3rd house of communication, your 9th house of higher learning and travel, your 12th house, the inner you, and your 6th house of your day-to-day routine. Now, what this is going to bring up for you is the fact that you are going to be really feeling this energy. It's fixed. It's like it's just about to burst. You want to break through. And I think that Jupiter in Taurus, which is in that sort of 12th house, that hidden part of you, is urging you to break out and break free, as has Uranus been doing in this part of your chart for some time now. And I think you take little kind of sorties out and then you come back inside again. So it's like it's giving you an opportunity to think, right, how do I do this? How do I make the changes I need to make? And that could be helped on the 27th by Jupiter, our planet of luck and opportunity, expansion, in your 12th house, the inner you, conjunct the North Node. This is your destiny. This is where you want to get to. Jupiter is opening that door. Jupiter is showing you the way. So don't lose sight of your principles and your plans. You need to be doing what you want to do and not perhaps what a partner wants you to do. Be mindful of that. I think that's incredibly important. So on that note, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me for this May astrology overview for you to see what is going to unfold for May 2023. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe and share, and all those amazing things you do. Thank you to all the lovely people who do comment. I really feel I'm getting to know you all, and I see the same familiar names popping up, and it's just really lovely. So thank you. And thank you to those of you that have already subscribed to my website. And if you would like to subscribe, I'd love it if you could, because the website is pennydix.com. It's in the description box, but basically we've got some courses planned and some Zoom kind of events, and they're all going to be available via the website, and there will be a small fee for these different things that we're going to offer. So it's all very exciting. So on that note, Gemini, thank you so much for coming to join me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.